Hello, hello. Welcome back. Gunning to Old Trafford with your host, Ibi, Shady, and Fareed from the Enfield Way ZA. Guys, it's been a while. I know you've missed us. We've missed you.
Yes, we have.
But life happens. But we're back. And
Back again.
Back again.
Back again.
Shady's back. Tell a friend.
Tell my friends.
So,
Welcome, guys.
you know, you're going to get a bit... you're going to see a lot of us over the next couple of weeks. So buckle up and get ready for it. Guys, today a little bit different. But before we do that, Abdul, Fareed, how's it been going, guys?
Amazing stuff. But even before we go, guys, don't forget to like, share, comment, hit that bell notification to keep in touch, in tune, and independent. We mean independent, and you will understand and know why we're saying that. The Enfield Way ZA, Gunning to Old Trafford, it is rocking. I went a little bit, it's been so long, I went a little bit off course there. But you guys will forgive us, okay? Thank you.
Farido, how's it been?
Good. It's been good.
It's been a while.
It's been fun.
This guy left us for Durban for a bit. He's back now.
Durban was later.
Durban was good.
Durban was later.
Yes.
You know, first holiday since COVID.
Since COVID, well deserved.
Well, it was for after a long time, but it was fun.
Amazing.
No, good
We all
stuff.
came back a couple of shades darker.
You're looking good.
Yeah.
The 10 is good.
The
10s
is
are always
Tens
good.
are good.
Amazing stuff.
Amazing stuff. Guys, today we're doing it a little bit different.
Yeah.
This is called GTOT Unscripted. I like
Love it.
it. What do you
I
think?
love it. I love it.
Unscripted, and that's exactly what it is today, guys. No agendas, no scripts, no topics.
Even the diaries.
The diary is blank.
It's just there for
We're just
show.
going to add a few things if we have to.
Today it's international break.
Yeah.
We haven't been chatting to you guys for a while, and we thought it would be good to just leave it open.
Chat.
Let's chat. Let's talk football. Let's talk controversy.
I have something to start with, right? And I hope you guys will allow me to. The man is smiling there on the left-hand corner. The football stir on the table.
Second.
Oh, second. Yeah. But we did say dark horses, but look at this man smile.
But you know
Look
what?
at this
You know
man
what?
smile.
It was bumpy for a while. That Luton game issue.
The Luton game
That
was
gave me a
bumpy.
heart attack almost.
The Brentford game, I think you guys got away with a couple of decisions. If I must be honest, Endo should have been shown a red, no?
Well, they were. So now this morning, when I seen the new angle for, it's funny how these angles come out
Yeah,
after
it's
like
amazing.
3-4 days.
It's amazing.
So when the new angle comes out, his stud is not up when he touches the ball. So when the impact happens, his studs are not up. So again, why are we doing that?
Nah,
It's taking out all the fun out of the game,
Nah,
man.
it's-
You know how we feel about it, right?
Yeah.
We all
No, of
feel the
course.
same. It's really just destroying the game, to be quite honest.
But yeah, dark horses. Salah hitting form. He's one of the Premier
Mr.
League greats.
Consistent.
One of the Premier League
No,
greats.
Arguably one of the, on the right wing, I'd say, arguably one of the best right wingers the Premier League has seen. Right wing.
Right wing, yeah.
Right wing.
Right wing.
I'm not going left wing.
I
Left
actually-
wing is Henry and Giggs and
Listen.
Ronaldo, and I'll leave it to them. They can argue for the left wing.
He's a
I keep him
phenomenal
on the
player,
right.
but also having said that, not only a phenomenal player, but his life story, man.
Yes.
How he's turned the negativity into the positivity. When he was at Chelsea, then to Roma, and we came to Liverpool.
Premier League
he
flop.
That's what he did.
That's
I
what they
think you
called it.
posted it the other day.
Yeah, it's a Premier League flop.
Brilliant story, eh? Amazing story.
I tickled some nerves.
No,
you said
listen,
right wing,
listen. No, but even so, right? Like,
Look, we have to be honest.
I mean,
he's good.
no, he's
he's
amazing.
one of the best in the Premier League. I won't go out and saying he's the best, but I think he's one of the best for sure. And when you're having the discussion around the greatest in the Premier League,
Yeah.
Salah's name will definitely
Yeah.
be thrown
Oh,
in.
definitely.
And
I think they've done him dirty also
And I
with
think,
the awards
yeah.
and stuff, right? Like not in the Premier League. Like I think international awards, I think they've done him dirty. Really, they have.
yeah, but I think in the national awards, we all know it's skewed to a certain Argentinian.
Yeah.
We won't mention that a lot. But
And now
we-
listen to
nudge,
this.
nudge.
Listen to this. FIFA has now got a new thing like NFL. They give him rings. Did you see that?
They give
He's
him a
got like, in NFL, when you win the NFL,
Yeah.
you
The
get
Super
a
Bowl. The Super Bowl
Super Bowl,
game.
you get a ring. Why are they giving him 8 rings?
Yeah.
Like, come
What
guys,
the
man.
joke.
What a
But
joke.
why? Ballon d'Or got nothing to do with FIFA.
Exactly.
But anyway.
I don't know. It is
We
what
did
it
what it
is.
is. Sorry guys, this is what unscripted
it's-
is. We're going to be jumping from
Sorry,
topic to
guys.
topic. On that note about goats, and yes, I kind of look at Messi in that light. I think, he's between him and Ronaldo, it depends on which side of the fence you are. But you guys see the news. Al Nassr might be invited to the 24-25 Champions
I
League.
saw that. That's crazy.
Oh, guys.
Everybody
is
told me
amazing.
we're going to see the end of...
The power of Ronaldo. I need to speak to Ibrahim after this. I saw something which I don't like.
Wait, on my shirt?
Yes.
Why?
And I'm going to be very upset, but not now. It looks good. Okay, so guys, that's unscripted. Sorry, it took my whole thing away.
He took his own
Yeah,
concentration.
man, because I don't like things like, but it's a beautiful skipper.
Thank you, guys.
Guys, I must say, just before, like,
Hey,
this is
hey,
scripted.
guys.
Look at
Fresh
that
out of the bag.
Fresh out of the bag.
Fresh
But
out
do
of
me
the
a
bag.
favor. Turn around for them viewers, man.
Yeah. This
Turn
is what
around.
football is about.
Yes.
And
Yes.
the Liverpool,
A Liverpool
supporter.
fan
Liverpool
Watch this,
supporter.
guys.
rocking an Inter Miami top
Oh,
with DB on the back.
Baby.
Come on, guys.
Beautiful.
But
I hope that comes on camera, but if it didn't, Beckham number 7.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
So before, and I mean, big shout out to Farid from All
All
Kit
Kitted
Up. Always, keep getting us with the fresh,
What a
fresh
pleasure
kits.
to deal with him.
What a pleasure. What a
pleasure
decent
to deal with
dinkum of a guy. If you guys looking for kits, remember, reach out to our two guys. It's Retro Football _ZA and All Kitted Up.
Kitted Up.
They've always got us covered, so have a look at them. But yeah, Ronaldo to the Champions League thoughts, guys.
Wow.
Al
Yes,
Nassr.
sir. Guys.
First of all,
Yeah.
do you think it can happen? And
Do we want it to happen?
do you want it to happen? And thirdly, do you think Ronaldo will be looking at it and thinking, "Ooh, I've got something to prove"? Or do you think he's thinking,
And listen to this
Al
here,
Nassr in the Champions League,
Hiding.
hiding,
Al Nassr-
hurting over it? What do you guys think?
Listen, so Al Nassr, having said that, are bolstering their squad. They got, okay, he's way past his selling date. But Marcelo might be making just a 6 months appearance. I mean, that's experience.
Right.
Sadio Mane, Cristiano Ronaldo, and there's going to be some big boys coming. So
So they're
I
saying
don't know,
Bruno,
mixed
they're
feelings.
saying Al Nassr might be after Bruno. or
No, but
De
not
Bruyne.
now, Ibi. I don't
No,
think
I
he
don't
should
think
go
they'll
now.
go. But back on to Ronaldo.
Yeah, should go.
Al Nassr, do you want to see them in the Champions? Do you think it will happen? And do you want to see them?
Look, personally, the Champions League is always Europe, right? And if you're gonna allow Al Nassr to come in, you're gonna open up a big can of worms, right? But having said that, how beautiful would it be if Ronaldo, Al Nassr joins the Champions League? And let's make no mistake here, guys.
They're gonna get happy.
Before Ronaldo moving to Saudi Arabia, I don't think they even thought about this.
Exactly.
Right? They haven't thought about it.
This is the Ronaldo
It's
impact.
the Ronaldo impact as well.
Or Ronaldo effect.
The
Effect,
Ronaldo
the
effect.
Ronaldo effect. So if it happens, hey, why not? I mean, we all for expanding the game and loving the game, but I don't know, man. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. So would they have like a qualification? You have to qualify and then play, or
So
Will
what?
it be invitation only?
Yeah.
by
So,
one
invitation?
season.
so what they're saying is that they're going to open it up to the most popular clubs in the world by invitation. So it would be maybe Al Nassr this season and somebody else. Maybe Inter Miami next season. Maybe
Oh, nice.
Boca Juniors one season.
nice.
Maybe Orlando Pirates one season. I mean, who knows?
You guys just had to do that to me.
What?
Pirates.
You're chief.
Hey, cheese.
I'm a cause for life. But we Pirates, we were quite upset with them actually.
But we were upset.
We were very upset. But
We're very upset.
Do we forgive them now, man?
Should we? Because they went. I mean, that's
Let's say that, but they beat Chiefs.
they beat Chiefs. But I don't talk about it. You
But
remind me.
listen, we don't want to talk about it because we're still very upset with you guys. But yeah, moving along.
Moving
Very
along
swiftly.
swiftly.
Your thoughts?
Yeah,
My
I-
thoughts, do I think it will happen? I don't think so. I think it's too early. I think the Champions League already expanded to next
Yeah, it's
season is
changing next
expanded format. So I think adding additional teams might just confuse the entire structure. Do I think it will happen next season? No. Do I think it will happen in the future? 100%. Football is becoming commercialized, and if UEFA don't do it, FIFA are going to start their own tournament where they're going to invite clubs from all over the world. So it's either you do it or you get left behind, right? And you lose out on all that fantastic revenue that will come along with it. Do I want to see Ronaldo back in the Champions League? Of course.
Oh, yeah, it'll be.
Listen to me. I'm a Manchester United fan,
Yeah.
through and through. Never a player bigger than the club, but the way that Cristiano Ronaldo was treated at Manchester United, I didn't like it at the time, and I didn't cut any bones about it.
No, you
I
didn't.
made my feelings known, and the situation we're in right now proves that Ronaldo was not the problem with Manchester United.
Ah, great.
The standards were a problem with Manchester United. And Ronaldo wanting higher standards was an issue. So it hurt me to see him get thrown out of Manchester United the way that he was. So for me, if he can come back and do one last season in the Champions League in all his glory, that will be a fairy tale. And,
Listen, not only
and I'm
Ronaldo,
all there for it.
Ibi, not only Ronaldo, Sadio, man.
Oh, of course, for
Sadio.
Sadio, man. It will be amazing.
Sadio.
Tellez,
Ah,
Talisca, it will be
I love
amazing to see
Sadio.
these guys.
We
back,
feel,
right?
you know, I had a bit of a heavy, well, they said it's a debate this weekend of who's better between Salah and Saka. I'm like, answer was simple, man. They're both brilliant players, and Salah is
A different player to Saka.
he's at an age now whereby he's not at the end of his career, but he's at the
He's at the peak of
The
he's
high-
at the
the
peak.
twilight,
At
the
the-
twilight.
Saka still got time
Yes,
to
to go.
adapt. He's, you know, so
And
I don't
and why
know.
do we compare
It's a game
two
of
players that are
opinions, you know?
completely
No, but
different?
even if they're the same, why?
why we love everybody.
We did it with
man.
Ronaldo and Messi, and we were so busy arguing about them
Then we,
that
half the
we
time we must we
the greatness of both of them,
exactly.
right? And now they both out of the top leagues in the world,
And now we must
and now we're saying, ooh, who's there to fill their shoes?
True, true. Let's appreciate what we
exactly.
have.
Let's appreciate what we have. Farid, on your end,
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
yeah.
I don't know. You guys understand how the Champions League is gonna work next year?
A little bit. I
Not
think
really,
it's,
but may you help us, please?
So what? 36 teams.
it's 36 teams.
Top two qualify automatically.
So
Or
it's going to
top
be
four.
like a league
Top 5. In the Premier League, you're going to get 5.
No. I'm talking about when you get
when
to
they
Champions
already
League.
seeded.
So there's no more groups. There's one group.
It's a league format.
It's a league.
Oh my.
League format.
Oh my.
So it's top two qualify from the league automatically.
Actually, let's while we
But
here,
that's brilliant.
The bottom two get automatically kicked out.
So is it a
No,
relegation?
No, wait, I lie. I think it's top four
Okay.
qualify automatically.
Semi-final?
Bottom, no,
guys,
round of 16.
we carry on like we live in a world where we don't have technology.
Bottom four get relegated.
So let's do this.
But I think you on the same. I heard something like that.
And then everyone else in the middle plays a playoff. And that gives you the next 8 places. And then they go into round of 16.
Okay,
Nice.
so the new
Since we
Champions
do,
League format.
Ibi, listen, for you viewers out there, since Farid is the techno fundi,
Oh yeah, Farid is our
right?
tech for me.
Let's now go.
Let's see.
Right,
Let's
brilliant,
check.
brilliant. But I love what you said.
How will the format change for the next season? So instead of 32 teams into 8 groups of 4, you'll have 36 teams
Yeah.
in a Champions League phase, giving 4 more sides opportunity to compete against the best clubs. in
Yeah,
Europe. This 36 clubs will participate in a single league competition,
Wow.
which will be competing, which all 16 clubs are ranked together. So you won't play all 36, all 35, the other 35 clubs. It will be a ranking, and depending on the ranking, you'll get a certain amount of fixtures that you play.
Brilliant, man.
Under the new format, teams will play 8 matches in the league phase. So each team will play 8 matches, which is a little bit more than what they're currently playing, because currently in the group stages you play 6 games.
matches.
So you're going to be playing 8. They will no longer play 3 opponents twice, home and away, but they will instead face
8 different opponents.
fixtures against 8 different teams.
Yes.
Or
But that's-
8 different teams.
But
yeah,
it's
8 different
crazy.
teams.
It's beautiful, man.
Playing half of those matches at home and half away. Right?
Fair.
To determine the 8 different opponents, the teams will initially be ranked in 4 seeding pots.
Yeah.
So
So,
you
the
have-
seeding is still there at least.
So it'll probably be 9 teams per pot,
Yeah.
taking up to the 36. And then you probably get 2 teams per pot within that 8.
Yeah.
Or 9, whatever it is. And that's how you play your games. This gives the opportunity for clubs to test themselves against a wide range of opponents and raise it. How will 4 extra Champions League group stage spots be allocated? Slot 1, so there's 32, and that's normally the 4 from the top leagues or whatever it is. So the extra 4 slots, how will it be determined? The places will go to the club ranked 3rd in the championship of the association in 5th position in the access list, which is determined by UEFA Association Club
I think right now
coefficient.
I think that's England at the moment.
That's England. So
So
probably
today,
England will get 5
5
teams
spots.
in the Champions League. The second spot will be awarded to a domestic champion by extending from 4 to 5 the number of qualifying via the championship path of the competition's qualifying process, which will consist of 4 qualifying rounds.
So that will go to the countries that usually have to play qualifiers irrespective of
Yeah.
whether they win or not.
Amazing.
Slot 3 and 4, these will go to the associations with the best collective performances by their clubs in the previous season. So they look at the clubs
Okay.
that has the best performance overall, and it will go to that. So you could have a situation where England have maybe 5 or 6 spots for the Champions League.
Yes. And once again, guys, coming to Old Trafford, you heard it here first.
First,
Mr. Farid Chotia, Mr. Ibrahim Chunara, there was an
but
education.
do you know what I love about it? So reading up about it, I think it's that play of peace, man.
Yeah.
That play of peace is
Yeah,
one of
play
the
of
boss,
peace is
man.
beautiful.
Abdul and I
I
having a
don't know why
moment.
did it take me.
Sorry, Fred.
Sorry, Farid.
There's
Sorry,
something
Yeah,
going
no,
on.
so the-
Farid,
that-
you know, all of us, we only want perfectness.
Perfection.
Perfection for all of us, right? So, yeah, we're a little bit trouble, but
But it's okay, we'll pick it up.
Yeah,
we'll pick it up offline.
We'll pick it offline. We'll pick it
up
off.
to speed.
I now need to figure this out. Now I'm left in the dark here, but we'll go ahead.
And we can't tell it to you live on camera. So we
But you know what? This is what Champions League is about.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Oh,
Champions. You want to be a champion?
Yes.
Prove yourself.
And I think just like we've read through it, and just circling back to the Ronaldo discussion, with the current situation, it's going to be difficult to see him coming through. But do you want to see him come through?
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to see. I
I
don't want
would
to
love to
see.
see.
And not in any way disrespect to Ronaldo. I don't want to see a team not from Europe
In
coming
the
to the
Champions League.
Champions League.
Okay, that makes sense.
I think why does UEFA want to change things all the time?
But I
Why
think
do
it
they
comes
want
down to revenue. I think it comes down to
Yeah, but
I know.
do it or
it
get
tarnishes
revenue.
the name of the
I-
Champions
I
League,
know,
right?
actually.
You know what I mean? Would I love to see Ronaldo back in the Champions
Oh,
League
yes.
any day?
Oh,
But
yes.
Al Nassr is a different story. I want, if he comes back to a European club and he gets back into the Champions League, I'm happy, I'm all for it. But
Listen,
not on
a Ronaldo on a Champions League night, that boy is another kind of beast.
No, he's a beast in
That
the
boy is
Champions League.
he's something else.
His
I mean,
levels just go up.
If you
Just
guys,
them.
just on that, Abdul, if you guys will look at the GTOT page, there's a post that Abdul posted today. 16-17 Champions League, and they show the goals from the start of the Champions League to the end, and it just shows between Ronaldo and Messi that season they scored 23 goals, 12 for Ronaldo, 11 for Messi, and going into the quarterfinals, Ronaldo only had 2 goals in the Champions League. Messi was on like 10 or something, and Ronaldo just went
Oh, yes.
clutch
Oh, yes, or he went
in
fire.
the quarters, semis, and the finals.
Fire.
And the man ended with 12 goals in the Champions League. Mr. Champions League.
Mr. Champions.
Mr. Champions
No
League.
doubt, no doubt.
What a baller.
What a baller. No, absolutely amazing.
Okay, so, I mean, let's,
Champions League done.
Champions League done and dusted.
I've got one for you guys.
Box ticked off, let's go.
Newcastle versus Arsenal. What's your guys' take on it? VR.
Always waiting for this one.
Look,
So-
it's hot. I'm still not very
So for
happy
me-
about it. Ibi, what's
Let
your
me
take?
start.
Please,
right?
please.
Because I know Abdul has a certain position. For me, if you look at that outball, I understand the dimension of the ball, and the
The
ball is
angle
circular.
and- yeah.
So if you look at the angle, it looks awkward. But the only contention I had, Manchester United at the beginning of the season had something very similar to Brighton. And the ball was closer to the line than the one against Newcastle,
It was given out.
right? And it was 100% you could confirm that that ball, if you had to measure it circularly, that ball would have been in. But the VAR looked at it from an angle and said, this is the best angle we have, so we're
It's
making
out.
a decision on that angle,
Out.
out. They didn't take assumptions into place.
No, they didn't.
Right? With the Arsenal decision, I agree the ball was in. Because if you look at the ball circularly, it is in. But if they're being consistent with the decision making, the angle that they use to make the decision should be made based on that angle and not an assumption. If that's how they judge the United one against
It should,
Brighton.
Again, it goes
There
back to
should be
consistency.
consistency. So if they call the United one out, and that, by the way, affected the game for us because we were 1-0 up when it happened.
And it should be
Or it was
consistent
1-1.
going forward.
Then you make decisions consistently.
Yes.
So by that token, the ball should be called out.
Yeah.
If you're not being consistent, which the Premier League isn't, then yes, that ball isn't out, right? Because the ball is a sphere, and you call
The ball is
yourself
round.
the ball is
The
round.
ball is
You call yourself the best league in the world, but you've got substandard technology.
And it's not a technology, by the way.
It's the application
the
of the
application.
It's the
technology.
application
Yes.
of the technology. You and I have come from there where technology is key for both of us.
Exactly.
You can give a subpar person the best technology in the world and it's
Yeah.
going to do nothing for him.
Exactly.
Correct.
You give someone with all the training and the skills, that same piece of technology, and it does
Wonders. 100%.
So true.
So we can't blame the technology. It's the people using the technology and applying the rules
Yeah.
to that technology. And if you're going to use technology, use technology. Why are you bringing the human element back into it?
Exactly.
Correct. Correct.
So that's the first part of the decision.
There were 3 parts to this, eh?
The second part of the decision, the arm on the back of Gabriel, for me, I think that's light. I've seen Hoyland get pulled down by Gabriel against Arsenal, and they claim that it's not enough contact to bring the player down. I've seen Hoyland just touch Haaland and he goes down and a penalty is given. Again, inconsistency. So for me, that one, I think the way the ball is going, I think Gabriel's already like on his way down. You know, the hands on the back doesn't really push him over. So, I mean, for me, that wasn't a big one. The third piece of it, the offside. Offside is clear.
It's clear, totally. When
There's
the goalkeeper... Okay,
There's no grey.
It's black or white.
I mean, and when we say that, there was a subjective offside against United.
Correct.
Which is which is crap, right?
Totally.
Because offside is either in or out.
Yeah.
You're either onside or you're offside. There's no middle ground.
No, there's no grey
right?
area.
So a subjective offside is nonsense. And against Arsenal, if the players are all behind the keeper, the last defender of Arsenal takes the position of the keeper, and if that ball is then played, if the ball moves forward as opposed to backward, it should be offside.
It should be
So,
100%.
and,
Which
and,
is
what,
clear.
and how did they do that, by the way? Was in the local game on the weekend. One of the goals that were given offside was because of the exact same thing. Goalkeeper came
And they gave it
forward,
offside.
And they gave it offside.
You see the consistency.
Goalkeeper comes forward, defender takes the place of the goalkeeper,
Exactly.
and was given
It's
offside.
given offside.
So, VAR.
But this is exactly what we talk about. And I think we're talking about this, right? We're talking about Arsenal Newcastle, right? So I think you got your 3 there, right?
No, that was absolutely amazing.
Brilliant. Me, I think ball was in. I will say that, right? That I think we can
Yeah,
agree on, right?
Correct.
I think the Bruno, no, it was Bruno, it was Joe Linton,
Jolan,
Gabriel.
Gabriel. If you're gonna push on a player, generally, it's most probably gonna be one hand. But I think he had that of two hands for
on
me
him.
was
That was-
why. Yes, I think he was going down, but still, you still went 2 hands. It's like going 2 feet into a tackle. It's not needed.
Yeah.
So I think Joe Linton knew what he was doing also, to a certain extent. Offside, that part I agree with you guys again. And then let's add more to it. This whole PGMOL thing, because we are now discussing the whole PGMOL thing. That interview with Michael Owen and Mike Webb. I don't know if you guys watched.
I didn't see it. What, just give us a bit of a background.
I think I don't understand why you have an interview like that.
By the way, in the words of Dylan Oliphant, you know what we think of you, Michael Owen. But anyways, you know Dylan Oliphant.
But, Dylan.
Come on, Dylan.
Come, me, brah. You were in Roshni before. We're waiting for you. Ibi,
Dylan, come on.
Dylan.
We
Come
slid
on,
into your
Oliphant,
DMs. Come on.
Come on, Oliphant.
But anyways,
Sorry, Ibi, sorry.
So for me and Michael Owen, I have mixed feelings every now and then. My view changes every now and then on him. It blows with the wind. But you bring someone on to discuss the topic of PGMOL. You are a reporter. And I think this is important. Like we say, in touch, in tune, independent.
Yes,
Right?
correct.
you need to be independent.
Of course.
You are bringing someone on to get a view and to get an honest opinion on what is going on with PGMOL. And you, more than anything else, you like glorifying who they are and what they do.
But I think it's not only him. I think a lot of, like Gary Neville also, man. He's been going on this rant about how the PGMOL need to be
But that's because they went there.
protected, and you can't criticize him in public and blah blah. Why can't you criticize him in public?
Here's my take on this.
Yeah, well, you saw what Keenan Wright said.
Yeah. Also, yeah. I'm a little bit different. We're talking of VAR. I'm gonna look at it as a coach and as a team. Now listen to me very carefully. Us growing up, when we played football, what did our coaches tell us? Play to the whistle.
Whistle.
Yeah.
Number one, ball on, out, in, whatever it is.
Play for
Why
the
did the Arsenal players stop?
They shouldn't have. 100%.
Once they stopped, understand something. Once they stopped, when Joe Wilcock gets a ball and he brings it in, Gabriel is out of position, Raya's under pressure, Saliba's out of possession. So understand something. If you play to the whistle, you wouldn't have that issue, right? And thereafter, the decisions thereafter still went against Arsenal. But what I'm saying is, as a football club, we talk about these fine margins at amateur level, at professional level. These are these fine margins,
100%.
these inches that we talk
Cost you
about.
2 points.
That cost you 2 points. It cost us 3 points that day because we lost the game. But what I'm saying is, for me, firstly, I was very upset. I won't lie to you. But all of us are in this game and we watch it every single day of our life. We're on the field. I would be upset with my right back and my defenders for not closing that man down. Right? That's number one. However, I am proud of Mikel Arteta standing up and really giving them, because Ibrahim just said, now, why can't they complain? I was proud of Jurgen Klopp giving them. I'm proud of Eric Ten Hag giving them, because our coaches are not going to talk.
The problem is they've all three of them have put targets on their back.
And that's a problem moving forward.
For me, again, and I love the way you did it. And I think, guys, this is what you need to take into account, is that first accountability stops with you.
Yes.
Then you can look at the refereeing decisions and whatever. Because had the Arsenal players closed it down, those decisions don't come into play.
No decision needs to be made.
Right? So accountability, well done. So we're not saying it's only refereeing decisions. It's also lacking concentration, not concentrating on the fine margins, but we move on. For me, I love the fact that coaches are not just going on a script.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're able to articulate
Speaking
themselves,
from the
speak from the heart. And we've seen it with Jurgen Klopp. We've seen it with Arteta. We've seen it with Ten Hag. We've seen it with Pochettino at Chelsea. What I don't like, and I'm sorry if I'm going to rub you guys the wrong way,
go.
but coaches, 100%. Football clubs shouldn't be making statements, for me. So like a Liverpool writing a letter to replay a game doesn't sit well with me. Klopp in a press conference, having his emotions come out and
It's
going
part
at
of the
it,
game.
part of the game. But then going into a boardroom, thinking about it, then writing it out, I think that's going too far.
Yeah.
Arsenal sending a letter afterwards, too much. If United had to do it, and I'm sure they'll do it somewhere down the line, because the Glazers are a bunch of useless idiots. They're going to put their foot in their mouth somewhere.
But don't you think it's become so frustrating for clubs? Remember, we're not just talking about points, right? Like you take a case of Liverpool last season, right? There were a couple of decisions that didn't go their way. There were a couple of games where they should have gotten points. It meant the difference of them ending up in Europa League versus ending up in the Champions League. Same with United this season. Now United's pushed up to 6th.
Yeah.
With those
9
other
points.
points, with the 9 points, they're in the top 4.
We first.
You actually, you first. But it's a big difference.
Listen,
But you understand?
Last year,
You guys
with
are champions.
Three apologies from the PGMOL. We lost the season 5 points behind. We won the league.
But what's the difference between
Yeah.
coming first and second in the Premier League?
You know,
huge.
margins are
It's
tight.
big,
And that's what I'm saying. I'm happy that coaches are taking it out, because they should vent their frustration. But I think the clubs, and I'm not saying the club should be quiet. In the behind the scenes, the club should be taking this up and fighting it out.
I think it's
You
gonna-
want your
in social
manager-
media. It's gonna always come up.
Yeah, but you want your manager to be up. You know, if it leaks, it's okay.
Yeah.
But these are consistent statements that they issued.
Yeah,
as
they
a
posted
club.
it on the club.
And I think that's where we should stop. Like, I think, leave your manager to make statements out there.
Correct.
And then you as a club, go behind the scenes and change things behind the scenes.
Correct.
Sending out a letter is not going to change anything.
Nah,
You are
nothing.
part of the FA. All these clubs are member associates of the FA.
Yeah.
Take the FA to task behind closed doors.
And there is a legal process
Exactly.
to do that.
And that's what I'm saying. I think by them doing it in public, it
I
weakens
think
their
it was like
position.
looking for support, right?
It weakens their position, but right? And then, like you say, it puts an unnecessary target on the club as opposed to just, one decision that happens. But it's just my 2 cents.
Guys, and I just like to add this here. What's really irking me about this VAR is that football's not playing in a slow.
There's
in
no
slow
more
motion.
emotions.
It's no more, because now what's happening with the players is that okay, we conceded a goal, but hey, we might have a chance. VAR is going to overrule it.
Yeah? Even when you score, I
Even
can't
when you
celebrate.
score, you can't celebrate.
No. And that is the worst thing ever.
I mean, how's those celebrations, man?
No,
When
yeah.
it was a
Look
you
at
know,
Liverpool, they
like-
scored 97th minute in the Europa League, right? Or 99th minute or whatever.
And then they're standing and looking.
That's
And now you're waiting because they're going
That's
back
crap.
6 or 7
Nah,
plays.
that's-
If they
that's
even
crap.
pick it up 7 plays
Nah,
behind,
that's crap.
let the game flow on,
And if
man.
Even on the Saturday game, the last goal when who scored the last goal? Salah.
Yeah.
Salah first looked to the official to see if he was offside. When the official didn't lift his flag, then only he ran to celebrate. I mean,
But you're taking away that love, that
Yeah.
spur of the moment,
Look at that goal United scored. What do you call it? The offside, right? Subjective offside. Right? Clear Harry Maguire didn't touch the ball.
Correct.
Even if Harry Maguire wasn't there, the defender didn't see Garnacho coming from the back. So there was no way he was going to impact Garnacho in any way.
Yeah.
And now you're looking for issues with VAR. VAR was supposed to be there to rectify decisions, not to find issues where the referee is not picking up things.
Yeah.
Rectify
Mistakes.
clear and obvious mistakes. How is a subjective offside? Have you ever heard of a subjective
No, never in my
offside?
life.
there's new rules being added to the book every day, it seems.
It's crazy, man.
And the handball. We don't know what's a handball anymore.
No, no one.
Because it flip and changes
Nobody
every
knows.
week.
Look, there's been, you guys won't believe, currently the laws of the game is so thick.
Yeah.
The laws of the game currently now in South Africa, they have added 35, how much? 35 new rules to the law book. I would love to know what 35
Let
rules
me just check the
they are.
camera.
Sure. I'll do it.
35 new rules.
35 rules. I don't know if it's going to be small, big.
Are we good?
Stop recording, G. Stop
Okay.
recording.
Sorry guys, we just want to make sure we're not hitting any moomishes here while
Sorry,
we
guys,
while
sorry,
we are
guys.
recording.
Yeah,
so
so
like 35 new rules.
35
And what
new
are
rules.
those rules?
Small things, man. Look, they haven't told us it's going to be next week Tuesday. But I'd really like to know. I'd really like to know what is it? Is it a new ruling in offsides? But we can't be having new rules like in South Africa where we don't have the VAR, where we're
Yeah.
playing amateur football.
Exactly.
Why are we following the Europeans all the time? Football is football, man. Let's be honest about it. You get some coaches, and I'm just talking now, Net, just off the cuff. You get some coaches that come and play. If you have a ball and you have 2 bricks, that's football.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? But now you want us to become like robots. As coaches, we must become like robots. And these small little fine rules, we need to now adapt. That's what they're telling us. Football is football.
100%.
There's no adaptation.
Let's
We play with
enjoy
our
the
hearts. Let's
beautiful
enjoy
game.
it, man. So yeah, that's where we at the moment.
So that's, I think the last thing maybe, and
I want to add one more thing, but
yeah,
let's
sure,
go.
okay,
Please
go
go,
for
go,
it.
go.
No, you go first, I'll go
I love
after
it.
you.
I think the thing that we want to, what we want to say around VR is, let's be consistent. And if you don't know how to apply it consistently, scrap it. It's as
Yes.
simple as that.
Let's go back to
Look, I don't think we need
And
to
I think-
scrap VAR.
No, I'm
I
not
think
saying
we
scrap
need
it.
to
I say
refine it.
refine
And
it, and we need
also-
to get. I love the talk around. There's been suggestions that why are there no ex-footballers involved?
Oh
in
yes,
VAR?
that was a heavy debate. Eh?
no, but also,
was
you
a
know,
heavy
when
one.
you have VAR, it's think about it yourself, right?
Yeah.
If you have that, listen, I've got this crutch, and I can lean on it when I need to. you're not always going to want to give 100% while you're walking.
True,
Because you've got the clutch to relax on. So the referees are also not giving 100% in the games
Yeah.
because they know VAR is coming in the
They've lost control of the game.
They need to be clear.
Yeah.
Why do we have VAR? What is the role of VAR? How are we going to implement VAR?
All right.
And then implement it that way.
That's it, man.
Yeah? Sorry, your
Go for
one
it,
point?
please.
So now, I think I'm happy with that. But we talk about the consistency piece, and I want to talk about one more thing around consistency. And it's now Klopp's pet peeve, because it was again this week he brought it up again.
Oh, yes,
Was
yes,
the
that's
early
very
kickoffs.
important. Yeah, Ibi.
And the only and for me, the only reason Pep said anything about it was because now it affects him, right? But what's it been since Klopp has
14, I
taken
think.
over? 14 times they've played the early match after.
But they've always
international.
won it.
Maybe it's a good luck thing. I also saw that
Me
side.
too.
I also saw that side of it.
But not this game of this magnitude, man.
Because
Maybe on a
we've got-
Sunday afternoon.
We've got Ellison, we've got McAllister, we've got Diaz, we've got Nunez, all from South America. They're all playing late games next week.
And you guys are playing City.
City at 12:30 on
And the
Saturday.
Brazilians only, guys, the Brazilians only come back the
Thursday night.
So imagine
So they need to rest Friday.
Friday you jet
They
lag.
can't train.
You can't train. You have maybe you can't even have a Saturday morning kickabout because you need to be on the team bus to get
12:30.
12:30 you already playing.
Kickoff is up as
Yeah.
well.
There, I totally agree with you, and I really feel for you guys because I mean, a game of that magnitude,
You want
Saturday
it to
night,
be
man.
PGMOL.
PJMO, come on, man.
You want it to be fair.
Sorry.
Right, am I right? I mean,
100%.
because at that game, you want both teams to be at their best.
100%.
Because that is supposed to be. I mean,
that's
if
a
we think
title
it's a
decider.
showcase, it's a showcase
Listen,
game.
that's a title decider. That's 3 points this way or that way determines
Oh, yes.
whether City are top of the league, Liverpool
Liverpool
go
are top
top,
of the
are
league.
Liverpool going to then drop down further down, top 4, whatever it is. It's an important fixture.
And the perfect example of this is a showcase game is City versus Chelsea on Sunday night.
Yes.
What a
Yes.
showcase of the
What a
Premier
game.
League.
What a
That is
game.
what we want to see on Saturday.
Hey.
And I think now that Farid brought it up, I think let's segue into that, and I think that's a nice one.
Brilliant.
Guys, Cole Palmer.
Yes, sis.
Listen.
Yeah, freaking
Maturity.
wow, man.
You know when City when Chelsea paid that much money for Cole Palmer, I was like, what a
Wow,
waste.
what are you
a
doing,
waste.
man?
There's a youth player
But he's a
from
player.
City. He hasn't really shown his thing. But you're paying so much for him.
Yeah.
And now you think, oh my
No, he's a
goodness,
baller.
But City is
what a
Can you
baller.
imagine last minute, 4-3 down,
Against your former club,
taking that ball,
and you
the rain is belting down, Stamford is silent. And you put that ball like,
And how was the
sense the keeper-
celebration?
How was the celebration? Just, what a play. How old is he? He's about 18.
it's a light team, man.
17, 18, he's a light team.
But how scary is it that this is not the first time that's happened to City? Bellingham?
No, not
Not
Bellingham.
Bellingham.
Sancho.
Sancho.
They lost
Jadon
Sancho.
Sancho? Yeah.
Cole Palmer. And there's been a few. It's not only those two. I mean, those are the two I can think of the top of my head. But City have this homegrown talents that they've brought up from the youth team.
And they just-
And I just like, nah,
They just let them go.
we'll buy someone that's already got the talent.
Yeah.
And for me, that's the downfall of, and not of City, but of the modern game.
Yeah.
Because if you go back to Manchester United in the 90s, right?
West Ham.
You had the big names coming in. Right?
Which
You
also
had,
the homegrown
you
boys.
had the Eric Cantonas in it coming in, but you had the David Beckhams.
Oh, yes.
You had the
Okay,
youth team
Neville's,
flourishing.
Phil Neville's,
Right?
I mean, you guys
Wes
had
Brown,
Robbie Fowler,
you had Fowler, you guys had Owen.
Carragher. Oh, yeah.
And we can't forget about the biggest team they've had when it came to youth. United were the biggest.
West
Oh,
Ham.
yes.
West Ham.
Oh,
West Ham
yes.
United.
West Ham is the
Sunderland.
factory.
Sunderland
factory
produced
of
brilliant players.
amateur
Southampton produced brilliant players.
Yeah,
and,
so true.
and if you're not giving these youngsters a chance and going out to go buy a ready-made player like Erling Haaland, when you have someone like Cole Palmer, yes, you won't hit the ground running, but you can see there's a player there.
But there's something. It's
What does it say to
potential.
the youth coming through that club?
But I think that's also why the youth end up having the issues they have, is where they don't have that maturity, they don't have that right mindset, is because they're realizing now that if I don't make it by a certain age, someone else is going to come in and take my spot. And you look at the guys like Dele Alli, you look at the Sancho, you look at those. The pressure on them to perform is immense, and if it doesn't happen for them, someone else comes to replace them.
I love what Arsene Wenger said, and I think at that time Ferguson also believed in this. You lose points or you drop points with young players because they're learning. But if you develop them properly, you still start gaining those points.
100%.
Right? So you might lose at first season, at second season, but you are creating a monster, you're creating a child, or you're developing into such a beast that, you know what, winning for me now,
You don't want anything with kids.
You know, and yes.
We
Who
proved
said
wrong,
that?
no?
Who said that?
Ex-Liverpool player. Henson.
His most famous.
Wasn't
Right.
Henson
Alan Henson.
in one of our top 11s with
Mike.
with yes,
No,
very
no, he was a good player.
No, he's a top.
Terrible
top.
pundit.
Terrible pundit. Most of them are.
Yeah.
Most of them
Yeah,
are.
terrible.
Okay,
He's
so
amazing, man.
Cole Palmer.
Brilliant player.
I want to jigga into other discussions. I seen a Vibe with 5. Their thumbnail, free Raheem Sterling. What is
Free
Gareth
Raheem
Southgate doing? Sterling is in the form of his life. What does that boy need to do to deserve a call up to England?
So on Monday night
We were talking about it outside before you came coming over.
Harry Maguire has proven his critics wrong. He's been
Oh, yes.
Manchester United's best player
Yeah.
and justifies to be in the squad now. But the whole of last year, when he couldn't make the squad, Gareth Southgate was picking him. Cole Palmer, 1, 2, 3 good performances, makes it into the England team. What's that guy from City? They bought him from Leeds.
Kyle Walker,
yeah,
not
no,
Kyle.
no, no.
The other guy, the one that he said was unfit to
Yeah.
the guy in the midfield, but he doesn't even play, man.
He doesn't play for
Calvin
City.
Phillips.
Calvin
Phillips.
He doesn't play for
But
City,
he's in the
but he
England
makes
team.
the England squad. So what does Raheem Sterling need to do to deserve a call up with the Euros around the corner?
For me, and this is it will always be a sore topic for any Liverpool fan, because we knew what we had.
Or Raheem, yeah.
We knew what we had. And for us to lose him the way we lost him, it's very sore. But that was, and I'm telling Abdul, that was that 19-year-old, 18-year-old Sterling in that Liverpool squad that was not scared for anyone.
That's how he
He
played on Sunday.
ran at defenders.
100%.
He took, he sent Rodri this way.
Kyle
Then he
Walker
comes
the
back
other
2
way.
minutes later, he sends Kyle Walker that way. he was gliding on that
I
pitch.
was. They
Amazing,
It's,
amazing.
For me, it's
performance.
disappointing, and I think it exposes Southgate
Yeah.
for who he is. I think his favourites FC. He's got certain players in his mind, and I think the quicker England get rid of him, the better it will be for England. And
You know, I
we
think
always
before
said
the
it.
Euros.
We always
You
said
think it's going to happen?
No, it won't.
I don't think it will happen.
It's not gonna
I don't
happen.
think it will happen.
I think Southgate will see
After.
it through, but they should go after Newcastle's coach.
Or
For
Eddie Howe.
England.
And we
We
spoke
spoke
about
about it. Eddie
Eddie
Howe
Howe.
will be the perfect coach.
Hey,
for
actually,
England.
Eddie Howe owes us a Coca-Cola or something. Or a little water, because we actually pleaded with any big team to take Eddie Howe. And Newcastle heard us.
Yeah.
We got Yusuf Patel, brother, thank you for sending that email and going to visit the guys there at the Magpies. But what a manager, man.
What a
There's
manager.
something about him.
In England, he'll
No,
do
he'll
damage.
rock it.
You know what? England has
And he
got
had the pick of the best.
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
Give
They've
it
got
to
they've got
Eddie
so
Howe.
much generational talent at the moment in that England squad. They should have won 1 Euro, 1 World Cup.
Last World Cup, they should have gone the distance.
Ibi,
They should have been in the final.
The Euros
But
they lost in the
Southgate
finals.
is a useless
No, he's
coach.
terrible.
He doesn't know how to manage his team. He doesn't know how to manage the players, and he's a favourite FC.
you said Vibe
Vibe
Board
Board
5. They've got a
They like
slogan.
our-
What's it? They like. There's also.
They
I
like
need
our
to show. I need to show all of you guys something also. But I'm so excited. It's a screenshot. Zidane,
View our stuff.
Zinedine, Zidane, and I didn't want to. I said I need to speak to you guys first about it because this is big. This is huge. This guy got me nervous. I started shaking. But I honestly started shaking. I forgot what I wanted to say.
It's okay. We
No.
leave it as that.
Yeah. Vibe of Vibe.
Yeah.
They have hashtag free Raheem Sterling.
Yeah.
Let's free Eddie Howe.
Free anyhow.
Free Eddie Howe.
Or sign up anyhow.
Sign him up, man.
Look, I think Newcastle's not going to let go of him anymore.
I also don't think so.
No. I think
But
he's
you know
doing
what?
it organically.
You know what I love about Eddie Howe, and who was the previous coach of Brighton, or Potter, that went to Chelsea?
Yeah.
I like Potter as well. I'm not going to
I
lie.
like
He
Potter
failed at Chelsea, but
He
what I
didn't
like...
fail at Chelsea, let's be honest.
No, it
He
was,
didn't have
they
the
actually
hype.
got him. I
The
don't know.
American guy bully just too many players.
Bullied him out, right?
Yeah.
But these are the guys which, and Eddie Howe I respect, because Eddie Howe was at Bournemouth, played very well, and then you had big teams coming for him, and he said, I'm not ready.
Yeah.
I will coach when I'm ready to coach. So he wasn't, he
Chasing
just
money
didn't
or
just
paycheck.
jump into a team. He said, I will go to a project that suits my beliefs, and he's doing magnificent.
He's doing wonders at Newcastle.
It's amazing, man.
Yeah, so I mean that's Raheem Sterling. Let's free Raheem Sterling. One more thing from my end, and you guys can jump in. Sorry, I know I've been dictating the discussion.
I love this.
Richard Arnold steps down as Manchester United CEO.
Big news.
Is that a sign that the rat is close to the takeover?
Well,
And the
from what
things
I
are
read,
changing?
maybe from what I read, that the red is very, very, very close. But
From
what
what
I
I've read,
also read,
the rat is already busy.
yeah,
He's already chewing the cheese.
he's already there. But
He's already
what
chowing the cheese.
What I also read, and I doubt this is going to happen. We all want it to happen. Is that Sheikh Jassim might come in again? But like you said, I think the red is already in.
I think the rat is there.
He's
He's
already
chowing
at
the
Old
cheese. He's
Trafford,
eating the cheese. He's eating
and
the cheese.
Yeah,
just gonna go on with
so
it.
the rat, so the rat's coming in. Richard Arnold, after 16 years at Manchester
16
United,
years,
in different roles, obviously, he's decided to step down, and I think he's said that he's not going to do that. John Murta dug his heels in and says right, he's doing it business as usual for him.
And he's moving on.
But there is someone that United are targeting, MUFC CEO target.
Juve guy.
Jean-Claude Blanc is apparently set to be named as new Manchester United CEO, with Paul Mitchell a top target to becoming the sporting director.
And you haven't had a sporting director for a while, right?
No, we've got this John Murdoch character.
But he's
So-
also going to leave, no?
He said he's not, right?
but
So
he's a-
Jean-Claude Blanc, who is Jean-Claude Blanc?
Yeah, please tell us.
When Juventus went through a massive issue, we remember,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
relegated, and the old club was in this, but they brought in Jean-Claude Blanc. He steadied the ship, reduced the players' salaries, got the contracts under control, and got Juventus back to the glories.
Reminds me so much of Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Blanc.
Jean-Claude Blanc. But Van
And you
Damme
know-
also gets you
and you
back
know-
to glory.
And you know, United, we love a Blanc. Huh?
Yeah, we love
Laurent
Blanc.
Blanc.
Yeah, Blanc.
Laurent
You
Blanc.
guys love Blancs.
And now we've got Jean-Claude Blanc.
Oh, yeah,
coming in.
Jean-Claude Blanc. Hey, like
And
Blanc.
so after Juventus, he then
French
took
connection.
up a role at PSG.
Okay.
And he was instrumental in obviously helping Nasser Al Khalifa get PSG to a point where they became powerhouses in Europe, and was instrumental in the Jordan sponsorship deal,
Oh, wow.
which is an
That
iconic
was huge.
sponsorship.
That was huge for PSG.
I think that's
Oh,
iconic,
that
right?
was
The
huge.
PSG
To the extent that
Jordan,
Jordan.
yeah,
Oh,
in
yeah,
some of
brilliant,
the kids. So, you know, and again, Abdul, what you're saying, is it Redcliffe that's bringing in Jean-Claude Blanc? Or is it a Qatar link with PSG that we're seeing all of these things
I
happen?
don't know, man. I just feel that the red is going to be. I don't know. I think Sheikh Jassim really wants this. I really believe he wants this. And I mean, it would be beautiful for the game. It would be beautiful for United. It would be beautiful for everyone. But I think the red, I don't know, man. When
I
you
think
said
the
the
red
red
is there.
is chowing the cheese,
I
and we know how beautiful cheese we get from Manchester United supporters, right? You know that. So I think Redcliffe, man, he's going to just destroy it, man.
Look, for me, irrespective of what happens, and I was speaking, speaking with my brother, speaking with my father the weekend, I came to visit, and we talk about us watching soccer growing up, And I say it with the most respect, and you know I always I say it with the most respect, is I must that United.
I kind of do.
Must that
I kind of do, I won't lie.
And I'll tell you what I must. When it's a Liverpool
Yeah.
United at Old Trafford, if Liverpool win that game, it's because Liverpool were the better side and Liverpool
Yes.
fought blood, sweat, and
Not
tears
anymore.
to get to that win. Right? If United came to Anfield and United won, it's because United fought blood, sweat, and tears to win that game. Every single game between Liverpool and United was war. It was
100%.
battle.
And you don't get it anymore.
Now it's a whooping.
You don't get it anymore.
You know, on
It's
that
not
point,
fun. It's not fun.
And it's not just you. So 5 UK liked the post of ours.
Okay.
Because we reposted theirs. And what was it? It was Paul Scholes saying the only thing world class of Manchester United at the moment is the history. What?
I saw
And
that.
it's
But
hurt.
it's not,
and- no,
but
but
it's
it's
not history yet.
But it's not.
We're talking about something that happened, what, 10 years ago?
But it's 10 years is a long time for it.
It's not 30 years like Liverpool.
But 10 years is a long time. And 10 years turn into 20 very quickly.
True.
20 goes
You
into
know
30
that.
very quickly.
I mean, look at us now.
But it's said.
I mean, our decline.
When was the last time you guys won the Premier League?
I mean,
Actually, it's going to be 10.
It's
It's
going to be
15 years.
20 years.
Invincible
That's
feels
not-
like it was yesterday.
But it's
But it's
20 years,
years ago.
2000, 20 years. This is 20 years.
Before
So
Liverpool won the
10
league,
years, quick. It just moved.
we were talking, right? And we were talking because we got guys older guys that support Liverpool and friends that came into Liverpool now. They obviously maybe 10 years younger than us. And I speak about that Michael Thomas goal before we won our last title that we lost to Arsenal on the last day of the
Yes, I
season.
remember that.
I watched that goal over because we recorded it. It was on CS. You remember Mnet had that extra channel on the decoder?
Yeah.
So you had to do some funny button
Yeah,
combination.
the red, the green, but you just boom, press.
And it goes to that
It
CS
goes to-
engine.
yes.
I remember we recorded it. We had it on video cassette. I watched it, I think, for like a couple of days afterwards because it was something that stuck in my head. Until today, I can tell you,
George Graham, Tony Adams.
that Michael Thomas, that goal when he came on as a substitute
Yes.
and scored a goal, and there's it, Liverpool lose the title.
Yeah.
I can remember it like it was yesterday.
And guys, to all you youngsters, a video cassette is...
It's about
Don't try.
it's about as big. It's about as big.
Yeah.
Right?
You needed to, when it came to the end, you needed to wind it back
Listen,
with a
that-
pen.
Yeah, the pen or a 50-cent coin.
Out of 50
Yeah,
cents.
50 cents.
You wind it back.
Wow, man.
and you hope that the film inside don't snap.
Yes.
Because if that snaps, you're done.
Then you must go with your piece of tape.
That was amazing. Remember we used to have video shops as well?
Yeah.
How cool was it? Hey guys.
But you're right. It's getting to that point now. Look, the memories are fresh in our heads. We grew up on the game, but I don't think I can wait 30 years for United to get back to where they were.
Yeah,
I-
I'm hoping they can come up. You know,
Amazing.
a strong Manchester United, a strong Arsenal, a strong Liverpool,
That pyramid
a
needs to
strong
stay.
Chelsea.
It has to.
Okay, City now, but it's only good for the Premier League.
No,
It is.
It's only good for English football. It's only good for us fans, man.
And you know the DNA from all of these three clubs are so different, man. Like Liverpool when they play.
Yeah.
United when they play. Arsenal when they play.
100%.
You know they play a beautiful football. But guys, you know, we're coming to the end of it.
Yeah.
It was absolutely amazing. But before we go, we're not going to go as yet. We are heading now into the international break. We've had a few weeks before this brilliant matches. Let's start with Farid. Where is Liverpool at the moment? Just tell us about the past 2 weeks. And obviously your injuries, the Luis Diaz thing. I mean, if his father is back.
that was
Just,
crazy.
I mean, 2 minutes. Just touch on our teams.
I'll just keep it down to a
And,
minute so we
a
can
minute,
wrap our
done.
wedding in an hour.
Yes,
Yeah.
done.
So, Liverpool, Luton worried me a little bit. They played pathetic, but luckily it was just a blow.
Yes, if they had to lose that game,
It was.
Luton was going to go crazy. It was a public holiday for a week there.
But, you know what? I'm going to keep my minute to this and I'm going to talk about one thing and one thing only is Soboslai.
Player of the season for
What
you guys.
a revelation as a player.
Player of the season for Liverpool so far.
Do me a
He has
favor,
come
you youngsters.
in and he has,
His story,
yeah,
unbelievable. Sorry for it.
he has come into that midfield and has taken that role and responsibility of being that number 8 on his shoulders, and he's carrying it so well.
100%.
Been a long time since the number 8 came in there and really held his
guys,
own.
that comparisons with Gerard, it's way too soon. They're different players, but so
Who was
much
there
like
before Keita?
Keita,
But Keita didn't even play, man.
Kenny Dalglish gave him that number.
Yeah,
It
but
was the biggest mistake in the world. But
Beep.
but so much like that's all I'm gonna say. For me, I can't wait to see what comes from him.
Custard
And-
slice.
Custard slice. Hashtag custard slice.
From a United perspective, most informed Premier League team.
Yeah.
Most informed.
From being the most out of form.
out
Premier
of
League.
form, inform.
Listen,
The coin flip's easy.
to be honest, I mean, the opponents we played shouldn't have given us the trouble that they did give us. There's a lot of trouble in the United camp at the
Can see
moment.
that, yeah.
Varane doesn't know where he stands. Casemiro doesn't know where he stands. Ten Hag looks like he's losing the dressing room a bit. I still back Ten Hag. I think he's the right man for the job, but I think it's becoming more and more difficult. And what it looks like currently is that he's struggling with big personalities at the club. He struggled with Ronaldo, the Sancho situation, what's going on with Varane, Casemiro. It looks like there's a lot of noise happening around the club. And then obviously all these things around the owners, etc., to see where that's going. And finally, what I just like, VAR has been unkind to Manchester United. I think the worst, we were, a -5 goals because of VAR. And I think if all of those decisions go our way, and some of them should have, some rightfully written off, but some should not have been written off. That's 9 points, small margins, fine margins.
Yeah.
And 9 points to where we are now puts us first, second on the log, which is, for how we're playing this season, it's a big
It's
surprise.
not bad at all.
So yeah, we say we're the most informed team because obviously we're grinding out those results. Champions League has been pathetic. I think we're going to get kicked out of there.
Europa.
I hope we finish fourth and we don't play Europa. I hope we just get out of Europe. Yes, we're the most informed team, but that bubble's going to burst really quickly, especially once we start taking on more teams. So Ten Hag really needs to fix up the style of play.
And he's got this 2 weeks to really get it going. Okay, on the Arsenal front, looking good. The Newcastle defeat was really devastating.
Deflating, right?
I won't lie, but the way things were turned around with the game against Seville, however, a lot of injuries, missing out the conductor of the orchestra. You can feel it, boys.
But
not
Scott
there.
is not going to know
Right?
me.
No, brilliant.
Give him time to rest.
At first, and I think you know this, and Farid, you know this, I was really critical and negative of Jorginho. But man, this past 2 games he's put in the shift.
This last game
He
was
was
something
absolutely
else.
amazing. So, Trossard coming in, we spoke about squad depth. And this is what you're seeing now. You're seeing the squad depth.
He's making a push to be on a
He is.
clean sheet. Eh?
Something which I'm very disappointed with is Thomas Partey. Love Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey is not going to play until 2024. So Douglas Luiz is in the radar again, good player. But I think Thomas Partey is out. Let's get Douglas Luiz in. Douglas Luiz, Declan Rice, Odegaard, brilliant. Mfana
Douglas
Footy.
Luiz. Douglas Luiz?
No, Aston Villa.
From Aston Villa.
Oh, okay. I was thinking that, remember that Douglas Luiz?
No, that's not Douglas Luiz.
That's a
Luiz.
Filippo Luiz.
Philippe Luiz. No,
Not even Philippe. David Luiz.
David Luiz.
Also played from Arsenal, Chelsea to Arsenal, like Kai and then Jorginho.
Yeah.
And I just like to mention, guys, 4 guys. Salipape, Gabriel, oh my God, guys. Yeah. Look, let's be honest about it. I think one of the currently best pairing in the Premiership. I mean, look with David Raya there. You guys know my situation with David Raya, Ramsdale. Stay in touch, in tune, and independent. There's a beautiful video that's going to be dropped where Ibrahim puts me under the spotlight.
Yeah.
And Gabriel Martinelli, man.
Fantastic.
I mean, Bakayo Saka, Mfana Footy. Kudos, guys. You guys are amazing. And I'd like to just end it just there.
No, brilliant stuff. Guys, this was the first unscripted
Brilliant.
with GTOT and Oza.
Just us talking.
I think we're going to do more of this.
1 hour.
1 hour.
1 hour.
I think we're going to do more of this. It was amazing being in your company. I know we've been away a long time, but we do appreciate your guys' support.
Yeah.
We want to do more of these organic type of content as
Beautiful.
opposed to being
Beautiful.
scripted. So GTOT Unscripted
Yeah.
with Oza. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification. And guys, with that, we are
Gunning to Old Trafford.
Thank you.